Gentlemen, my name is Doug Gaffney, president of ERS Home Services. Just going to take a few minutes here and just share with you the client submittal process. If you're in step one here, if you are, let me actually make this bigger. If you're a referring agent, member of ERS Home Services, what you're going to be able to do is leverage the TLC CCQ, which is here, okay, the very top of the page. You scroll down here to home services. Options would be solar, home security, or home improvements. That client would therefore complete one of these areas and check one of the boxes. If they just so happen to check here, reduce carbon footprint or support renewable energy or lowering my utility cost, that information will be submitted to the right department, and we would get that information and we would move on to step two. Or if that client simply clicked here to get your free energy evaluation, they would submit the information in here, or you could do it for them as a referring party, and then you would simply put your information, name, contact, and just specify that you're the referring agent and also your phone number so that you can be contacted by the certified field trainer. Now, if you are a certified field trainer yourself, you'd want to go to the Get Started tab where you can see this video here. You'll be able to click on the solar option, or if you do not have internet access at that time and you just want to download the intake form, you can go ahead and do so, fill it out, and you can go ahead and email it to me at my email address, which is doug.gaffney@elitenorcal.com, as you can see here in the top left. You can download this form and email it to me, or you can keep it very simple or super simple and click here, which takes you to the client submittal, the intake data form. Okay, so you can input that information here with your client. You can just do it on a piece of paper that you download, our paper form, and then you can come back to here and do it, or you can have your client, if they're savvy enough, they can come here and complete this process. So as you see here, a couple things that stand out are the financing options. So what we do and what we'll be trained on as a CFT is how to identify those options. If a client just simply says, hey, I want to reduce my overall cost for electricity, and I don't really care about owning the system, I rather do something like a lease or what we call a PPA, a power purchase agreement, well, they won't own the system. And what will happen is we'll go ahead and put the solar system on their property, and they'll just pay for the power that system produces. And obviously the goal is to have it to where it's lower than what they're paying right now, so they can have immediate savings moving forward. Now, if they want to own the system, they can either buy it cash, maybe do third-party financing or home equity line of credit, or some type of financing with our ERS mortgage division. Or they can go ahead and use SunEdison's Solar Own program, where they actually have an in-house loan within SunEdison. All right. Or if they're credit challenged and they want to leverage a PACE program, then you can basically go here and select that option. As you can see, within the PACE program, you can go here and kind of see some of the areas within California and what that entails as far as a PACE program. And if you want to just maybe pause the video and read this, or just go to the website, you can get more information on the PACE program. All right, so going back here, you could also attach the utility bill. What's really important is making sure that you have the utility company, the account number, and the meter number. All right, the average monthly bill, utility bill, annual kilowatt usage. It's not necessarily needed because we can get that on our own. But if you want to attach the first page and also the main page where we can see that detailed information here on the second page, that's what we'll need. So just to show you what that looks like, this right here would be the first page where you see the account number. As you can see here, monthly billing history. This shows you the last 12 months of billing history. So you can see what their average bill is, and you can put that into the box. Put that into the box, the form here. Okay, average monthly utility bill. Then you can go back here, whoops, and go to the next page where you can see the account number as well, and also the meter number, which is located right here. Okay, now the objective of going solar is to reduce your overall charge, and how that works is, in this case, they're only they're not using that much electricity, okay, kilowatt hours. As you can see, their tier 1 allowance is 157. They're only using 27 within this period, and within this 12-day period, as you can see, 99 is allowed and 18 is being used. So this is relatively low bill, but just as an example, so you can see the meter number and the account number and where that's located. Another good bill would be, and obviously another thing you want to pay attention to is this was a bill 2014, that rate is 14 cents. This is another bill back in 2014, and obviously for tier 1 that rate is 13 cents. So depending on your area, depending on the time, because rates are increasing, and now we're in 2015 going in 2016, it's going to be different. But the tier 1 through tier 4, and actually goes up to tier 5, you can see the cost difference. So when they exceed tier 1, 352, they've exceeded it. They're being charged 13,627 cents times that amount. Okay, within tier 2, they're being charged 15 cents at that amount. Okay, that quantity. They're using 242 in tier 3, 480, and they're being charged 31 cents and 35 cents. As you can see the difference. So solar, let me go back with. Tier 5 is generally around the 40s or 50 cents per kilowatt hour. So the objective of solar is to achieve eliminating these high tier costs and offsetting that power by producing it with solar panels at somewhere between 14 to 18 cents per kilowatt hour. Obviously that's a lot lower than your 31 or 35, and then when you're looking in the long term, you're able to lock in that rate. All right, so that's a huge advantage and benefit for clients. So that's that right there is how you would submit the documents. That's where you would go. You would therefore submit it, and then you'd move on to step 3. It would go to our team for the design and proposal creation. That proposal would come back to the CFT at that point, where the CFT, whether if you were just a referring agent, that CFT would explain the proposal to your client. Or if that was your own client and you're a CFT, this is where you would explain the proposal to your client, and you would have that signature, that document signed to make sure everything was good. Once it was signed, you would submit it, and it would go to our permitting, and we'd go for permit and site survey. After the home was permitted and the site survey was complete, we would schedule a date for install. Once it was installed, it would get inspected that day, and we turn it on and we get paid. And obviously we want to share that experience. So that's a 6-step process. Very simple, very simple. You see where the CFT comes in. You see where you as a referring agent come in, and you see how to complete this form. So if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call or email me. You have my email address now, doug.gaffney@elitenorcal.com, and let's make it a great day.